Welcome, travelers, to High Fantasy. I'm Brett. I clapped and I shouldn't have clapped. You got me clapping. I need my herb pouch. Daddy's been paying for my salt.
This
I'm part of the poop patrol, ma'am.
And I'm Emily. But I'm like, don't make the robots.
Don't make the robots
crunch. I would speak with dinosaur in a second. I have beef with DC. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Join us on our epic world-spanning adventures. Armed with only a bit of long-bottom leaf, we will delve into some of the most amazing worlds of imagination that have ever existed. Before we get into that, don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to support the channel. And without further ado, let's get into it.
You can clap. You can.
Yay! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of High Fantasy. I'm Brett.
And I'm Emily.
And today, we are going to be going into part 4 of our 5-part Fallout series. We've talked about the random factions in the Fallout universe. We have talked about the enemies that you can come across and the creatures that dwell in the irradiated wastelands. And today, we're going to talk about something kind of not obscure, but it's a very broad topic.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to talk about places.
Okay.
In the Fallout universe, because I always think it's really cool because it always sets its own ambiance depending on where you're going and where you're at. And some of the places just hold a special place in your heart when you go there and you kind of go back after a long time. It's very nostalgic and very fun.
Yeah.
So today we're going to go into this. We're going to talk about kind of not only the place itself, but also a little bit of what is there and kind of how it works and the, I don't want to say economy of it, but that's kind of the idea of just like the movers and shakers a little bit.
A lot of these places I feel like are structured as a hierarchy in one extent or another.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are the politics of this location?
I tried to do a good mix of things like settlements and also things like just this is a cool location you can visit or randomly find.
Yeah.
But there are many, many things in here to get into. So without further ado, let's get into it. Are you ready? She's shaking her head yes.
Sorry, it was a podcast for a second.
All right, so first off, we're going to go kind of a little out of left field. We have Little Lamplight.
Okay.
Now, Little Lamplight is a town run exclusively by children.
Oh, I don't know if that's cute or terrifying.
They're all orphans.
Oh, that's sad.
And you're not allowed in Little Lamplight if you are a Mongo, which is an adult.
An adult? Oh, they're called Mongos.
Now you can get in to Little Lamplight in the Fallout 3 video game if you have a perk called Child at Heart.
Okay.
It's one of the only ways that you can do it. I think there might be like another extremely difficult persuasion route.
Yeah.
But if you have the Child at Heart perk, you can get into Little Lamplight.
Okay.
Now, Little Lamplight was made by necessity because basically a town got pillaged, I'm going to say, and a bunch of kids managed to run away to a cave.
Okay.
So all these kids escaped this massacre, essentially, of a town, and they formed the town Little Lamplight.
Yeah.
Now, Little Lamplight is run by, at the time when you find it, Mayor McCready.
Okay.
Who is later found in Fallout 4, voiced by Matthew Mercer as a mercenary.
Mercer as a did he change his last name to that, do you think?
Matthew Mercenary. That seems appropriate. The children of Little Lamplight mostly subsist off of like moss that grows in the caves.
Yeah.
So that's where they get a lot of their food, is the growing moss that forms off of the walls. And they drink a lot of cave water.
Oh, lovely. This is so sad.
Yeah, but
it
occasionally...
sounded whimsical when you said that it was a town called Little Lamplight. It was full of children, and now it's just like, no, this is just sad.
So it kind of is whimsical, because they do have their own little scavenging parties, and they have a huge metal door.
It's still really cute and whimsical, but for an apocalypse.
And the older kids take care of the younger kids, kind of thing. But once you grow too old, you can't stay in Little Lamplight.
You can't even, but if you grew up there, get the boot.
So you have to go to a place called Big Town.
Big town? At least there's another town for them.
Which was formed by the original inhabitants of Little Lamplight, who grew up and became adults, and so they had to move.
Leave. Oh, that somehow it's just like graduating from middle school to high school, where you know you're gonna see your friends next year, but you're really sad for right now.
And when you go to Big Town, you find out every member of Big Town was a Little Lamplight kid at one point in time, and they occasionally leave care packages outside the door of Little Lamplight for the children to keep them alive and well.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard. It's so sad.
So things like
But
toys
it's so
and
cute.
supplies like purified water and food.
Oh,
They even have left them weapons.
that gives me hope.
Yeah, so Big Town is just all little lamplighters that grew up. And eventually, Mayor McCready grows up, and he has to leave Little Lamplight, and we eventually find him in the Commonwealth in Fallout 4 as a mercenary. Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, so it's kind of...
But it's like, they rallied.
Yeah.
They rallied.
And if you get in there, you can do quests for them, because they'll be like, you know, oh, there was, like, before we got here, there was a bunch of Mongos that had this place, and they had these, like, water filters, and they're pretty great, but none of us kids know how to fix them. And so you're like, all right, I'll help you. Exactly, yeah, so you, like, go and fix their water purifiers. And, like, you can give them... I think there's the option to give them weapons. They even have a merchant.
That's hilarious, because nobody in the big...
No, yeah, exactly,
is
allowed in.
They're all...
Mm-hmm. But eventually, they do learn kind of how things work. So Big Town has an actual functioning society. It has guards. It has, like, a hierarchy. There is, like, merchants. And it's an actual settlement where people come in and caravans come to Big Town.
And they're all over here just kind of, like, watching over. They're, like, the babysitter who's very hands-off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the big sister who had to adopt their kid who's like, do whatever you want, but we're over here if you need us.
Yep, and eventually the kids will grow up and they'll move to Big Town, and then the adults will kind of ingratiate that kid into their society, and they'll become a part of Big Town.
I don't know whether to cry or be touched by it. It's very cute. What a cute concept, but wow, that's so sad.
Yeah. The merchant there doesn't have a whole lot of caps or anything to trade in, but they do have things. It's so funny, the things that they have to sell, because it's mostly junk items. So it's like toy cars, and they have like building blocks and stuff that they sell, bubble gum for aid items and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really cool.
That's very cool. That is a really cool one.
I think you can help them clear out, like, feral ghouls that are in the back of the cave or something like that, and kind of increase their place to stay, which is cool.
That's so cool. Like, just a bunch of kids looking out for each other, because it's a fucking apocalypse, baby.
Yeah, when you first show up, Mayor McCready is the one who is watching the gate, and he's got a rifle. And he shoots at you, and he's like, one step closer, Mongo, and I'll splatter your brains all over the cave wall. And you're like, holy shit, kid!
That's a really cool concept.
Yeah, and not knowing what this is, your character's like, are you a child?
Like, children.
Where are your parents? And it's like, ain't got none. It's like, whoa!
It's like, oh my god.
Ain't nobody tell McCready what to do. And you're like, wow!
Oh my god. What an interesting concept.
Yeah, so that's Little Lamplight. I love it. It was such a fun,
fun.
It was very out of left field.
I love it, like, because it is a very, like, if you really think about it for too long, it's very sad what's happening there.
It is.
But that's really cool, because that's what would happen in an apocalypse, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that happening.
Now on to the next one, which is one of my favorite areas in any Fallout game ever. I've never seen this kind of thing duplicated, and I think it's really cool. It's called the Big Empty. So before the war, there was, like, obviously in a Cold War situation, we're constantly worried about the bombs falling, right?
Yeah.
Well, in this universe, what our government decided was going to be the best idea ever was to find a place out in the middle of the desert with a big crater around it.
Yeah.
And take the best minds in the world. So the top scientists in every field. And put them in here. And this place was called Big Mountain. It eventually ended up being called the Big Empty, from random experiments and things that were happening, but they were out of jurisdiction of pretty much anyone else.
Okay.
So they were allowed free reign. Do whatever you want. Like, scientists come up with everything, and they were all trying to solve one question:
Oh.
how to stop the war. That was what they were initially there for. But obviously, like scientists, they experiment, they figure out stuff, and so many advancements in technology came from this. Space age alloys, robotic advancements. They figured out how to make robo dogs, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Okay.
But the answers to these questions all came at one unfortunate time. And it was when the bombs fell.
So they found out how to stop the war the day that the
Nope. Basically, they tried. They tried and tried.
Okay.
And that question was kind of made moot by the bombs falling.
That's fair.
So
they
never figured it out. And eventually the radio signals from Big Mountain went silent, leaving a lot to be determined about what was still left there.
Interesting.
But there was a tram system that, like, they had trains that led in and out of Big Mountain.
Like Wakanda.
Pretty much. They experimented with nuclear testing. They had all kinds of stuff like this. They had trauma response suits that made it so if you got hurt on the job, like let's say you were a construction worker and you broke your leg, the suit would activate and walk you back to a medical facility.
That sounds so painful.
But it wouldn't be using your muscles or your bones, so it could stabilize your leg.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the suit moved for you. So that was the idea. It's like if you were unconscious, you got knocked out, it would get you to medical treatment.
That's so crazy.
Really neat.
That's so cool.
They're working on reverse engineering the Chinese stealth technology. So they made stealth suits. American stealth suits.
They're like, ooh, you did something that is better than what we can do.
But they decided they wanted to make it better. So they added an AI to it. So it has the ability to determine when the wearer is hurt, where they're hurt, and to automatically inject stim packs into the area. It also knows when you're under extreme amounts of pain or trauma and can automatically inject Med-X into your body, which is basically what's that thing? Like the painkiller, morphine. Yeah. It's basically morphine, and it will automatically inject into you. Like, this is really bad. Like, we need to keep you safe. So yeah, it's called the sneaky stealth suit.
That's so good. Like, being able to be invisible is one thing, but being able to be invisible and immune to damage.
They figured out how to weaponize sound waves.
I don't like that.
But eventually we find out that the scientists of Big Mountain figured out a way to transplant their brains into robot bodies. And they're still alive today, performing experiments.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. So what are some of the new experiments, I guess, or are they still trying to find the answer?
Remember what I told you about cazadors? They're those giant desert wasps that are like mutated genetic experiments. Yeah. There's a guy called Dr. Boros. He's responsible for that.
Scientists always suck in the apocalypse.
The night stalkers that are a combination of coyotes and rattlesnakes that can also turn invisible. Yeah, Boros did that.
Why? I understand if you're experimenting on something that, like, feels interesting. It's another thing when you're just creating abominations, I feel like.
I would argue it gets even worse. Remember how I told you that because we were at war with the Chinese in the Fallout universe, we made Chinese internment camps?
Yeah?
Guess where they got their experiments?
No.
Yeah, you need a test subject? Oh, yeah.
No.
Where they started experimenting with bomb collar technology.
These are bad people. You kill them all, right?
You can.
Do
Like,
you kill them all? Tell me you kill them all.
I basically rule them, and I force them to do science for good.
Oh, that's better.
Mhm.
You're my brains now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you'll solve my problems. Like,
Do you force them to do it in an unkind way, or do you just
you can.
Like...
You can basically, there's a Dr. Morbius.
Uh-huh.
Or Mobius. Dr. Mobius! And he keeps the think tank, is what they call themselves, afraid and in their dome in Big Mountain.
Okay.
Because he knows that if they were ever to leave Big Mountain, the scientific horrors that they could wreak on the world would be uncountable.
Yeah.
And already it's messed up.
Yeah.
So you find he's like an old man, but he's a brain in a jar. And he's kind of nuts.
Uh-huh.
Because he takes a lot of chems.
Oh shit.
A lot of chems to keep himself kind of on.
Sane,
Yeah, like
sane.
sane.
I'm sure he feels already so bad that he's letting this happen.
So he created a persona. He wiped their memories, made them forget who they were for the most part. So they still have their intelligence, but they don't remember who the doctors kind of were. And he put them in loops. So he keeps them in Big Mountain by making them afraid of Dr. Mobius and his brain drain scorpions. And if you ever leave the dome, the scorpions will sting the intelligence out of you.
He just made up a monster.
Yeah.
Does he do anything to like make it seem like there's actually a monster?
He has robo-scorpions.
He does have robots?
He invented robot scorpions that prowl around the area of Big Mountain.
For this?
Yeah, specifically for this.
Hilarious. That's so funny.
Yeah. You also find out that they're responsible for a lot of the experiments that happen in the vaults. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be?
Because why wouldn't they be?
Because why wouldn't they be?
Yeah, they are truly and utterly terrible.
Sounds like it.
But when you ask Dr. Mobius, you're like, why didn't you just kill them?
Yeah.
Like, these are kind of terrible people. He's like, I couldn't bring myself to kill the only friends that I had left from a world that no one remembers anymore.
Oh.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the world would be better off without the think tank. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. After all, they are my friends. It's like, oh, gosh.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And he keeps himself locked up in a place called the Forbidden Zone so he can keep scaring them away from his friends. And he's lived a solitary existence out there for the past, 150 years. It's really sad.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. Fallout has a way of ripping your heart into shreds.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But I love it because it's sci-fi themed.
Yeah,
it's so sci-fi. It's like a horror, like an old horror movie.
It's so good.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger.
And it's like, it really creates an interesting environment outside of just this place, too.
Oh, yeah.
It affects the whole world. And so that's really cool.
And they created a bunch of little AIs for this place called the Sink.
Oh.
Which was kind of like the player house that you get after you beat the expansion. And so there's Muggy.
Yes, this is the house with
the talking objects. Yep. There's the 2 over-sexualized light switches. Yeah. There's the toaster that wants to kill everybody.
Those light switches are thirsty.
Thirsty light switches.
Thirsty light switches.
Yep. Anybody who's listening to this right now that doesn't have any, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, the light switches have personalities and they're horny.
Yeah. Dr. Mobius was the guy who invented most of those.
Yeah. Was it voice recorded by somebody, or it's AI and they just did a sexy woman's voice for the AI?
I think it's AI and they just did a sexy woman's voice because he wanted companionship.
That's fair.
It's also funny because they think...
switch?
I don't know. They think that the sexiest thing is a guy's intelligence. Yeah, they're like, he's got such a big brain. Anyway, but yeah, so that's the Big Empty. A beautiful, wonderful expansion, the best expansion I think I've ever played. But yeah, moving on, we have Nuka World, the amusement park.
wild.
With such attractions as Kitty Kingdom, which was made specifically for the younger children.
Yeah.
And it was literally just a fantasy kingdom themed kind of thing. There was the Spaceland Adventure. There was the Wild West Land. The Jungle Amusement Park that had its own like wildlife zoo kind of section. Yeah.
And it's literally Disneyland, but Nuka World instead. Like,
yeah, exactly
a
that.
bunch of different zones that are themed for fun, kooky stuff.
In the Safari Adventure, we actually find a ghoul from the pre-war era who had sealed himself in Safari Adventure and used an advanced cloning machine that the park had bought to basically produce exotic animals. So they could, have them in the zoo. He used this cloning machine to make his own personal guard dogs.
No.
Thus, the abomination, the Gator Claw, was created.
No.
And it's basically a death claw, but an alligator version of it.
So what is a death claw, kind of, I guess?
So a death claw is the evolved version of a Jackson chameleon.
That's right, it's the chameleon.
Which are kind of like horned chameleons. They've got like two horns up here.
Uh-huh.
But it's reptilian in nature. It evolves to be more humanoid, so it stands on two legs. Is about 8 feet tall with an enormous tail, really hard scales that give it good resistance to ballistic weaponry.
So it's like a very like humanoid, alien, reptilian type vibe. What does that look like as a gator? Is he like on all fours as a gator? But
they run at you on all fours, and they're big, beefy.
But like they're tall, beefy.
Yeah, because then when they get up to you, they stand up, and they have these enormous claws on their hands that they just rip you to pieces with. And they've got the extended, like, crocodile muzzle. So they've got just teeth and teeth and teeth.
That's a thing of nightmares.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And they can sense heat. So that's how they hunt you, is they can sense where your heat is, your body heat. And they go to eat you.
I don't like the gator claw.
Yeah, the guy, obviously they eventually got out of control.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get in to turn the cloning machine off.
He couldn't get in? Did he just lose the keys? What happened there?
So basically they were aggressive. They chased him out of the lab, and he couldn't get back in to turn the machine off to stop the cloning process. So he's like, God help me, God help everyone. And that's like the last note you find from him.
It's just roaming now?
Yeah. So they're just continuing to be made.
Can you find gator claws outside of Nuka World?
I don't think so. And like the canonical ending for it is you kill a bunch of the gator claws, you get into the area, and you turn off the cloning machine.
Okay.
So
it's
even
like
if there are ones that manage to get out, they're probably not gonna. They might. Hopefully, they die off.
Right,
hopefully.
Like, please don't procreate.
But I could see them bringing it back later on. But yeah, like there's the Nuka-Cola Galaxy, which is all about like stars and adventuring and searching through space.
Did Nuka World have like specific characters? Because I know there's things like Grognak the Barbarian. Like, was he in the jungle area, or was it like Nuka Cola specific characters?
So they had King Cola's castle in the Kitty Kingdom, and they had the Nuka Cola girl. I don't think she actually had a name, but she sits on the side of like the rocket, and she's got the thirst zapper water gun that she uses, and she's got like the space helmet and the space suit on. And then there's Captain Cosmos, who you could go and explore the area with if you wanted to. So yes, it did have its own characters.
That's so fun.
Bottle and Cappy were the mascots, kind of like Mickey and Minnie Mouse kind of thing. So you had Bottle, who was just a giant Nuka-Cola bottle, and Cappy, who was just a cap, like the top cap of a cola bottle, bottle cap. And they would go around the park and like talk to people, and just like you take pictures and do all this crazy stuff. It's crazy.
Whenever I hear about somebody dressed up in like a theme park uniform, I just really picture them fighting every single time. Like, what would it look like if Cappy and the other one
and Bottle
got in a fist fight?
Just got in a fist fight. Put up your nukes. But yeah, Nuka World is a super fun area to explore. It's when you find it, it's taken over by raiders.
Uh-huh.
But initially, it's actually taken over by just normal people, and they start to settle it and make it a trading hub.
Yeah.
But it gets taken over by a bunch of raiders, and
Because
then
of course it does, because
Mhm.
we can't have good things.
Yeah,
We can't have amusement theme parks that are run by a good society.
no. This next one I really liked. I thought it was a very interesting idea, and again, I've never seen it in another Fallout game. It's
Uh-huh.
called Jacobstown.
Okay.
Now Jacobstown, the whole theme and the idea behind it is it's fully run by super mutants. It's a whole town of super mutants, but they're all intelligent, like smart, and they want to trade. They want to be a civilization. They want people to come and like hang out. And they're super chill and peaceful. They're like, you don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you. We call it a good day.
That's super chill.
And it was made by a man or a super mutant named Jacob.
Okay.
When they weren't allowed in other settlements because everyone was so scared of super mutants because
Yeah.
most super mutants are, stupid and
Just,
will try to kill you and eat you. So they're not really allowed in settlements, and it's more of a shoot first, ask questions later kind of thing. So if a super mutant gets anywhere near a settlement, they will kill them. Like, it's not a
Yeah.
question of, oh, well, yeah, state your case. It's a kill
Nope.
on sight order.
Uh-huh.
So Jacob was like, all right, I'm fucking tired of this. Like,
We're
this
just
sucks.
gonna do
So,
our own
yeah, like
thing.
we're gonna be over here, and the quests that you get are basically to be an envoy to Jacobstown
Uh-huh.
because they say that there's super mutants who are smart over there, and so you go over there, and lo and behold, they are. The only problem here is some of them don't love that idea. So they're smart, but they don't like the idea of coexisting with humans.
Yeah, where they're like, they
Um,
shunned us, they're our enemy now, type of thing.
exactly. The main advocate for this is the leader of the Nightkin.
Oh.
And Nightkin are schizophrenics because they
Oh.
use too many stealth boys, and it makes them hyper paranoid.
Oh, they're druggies.
So they're like, if we let the humans in here, they're gonna betray us and murder us and take our stuff.
Oh.
And it's like, no, we gotta kill them. We gotta like make them fear us. Yes, like don't let them anywhere near our town. And you're like, Jacob's just like, okay, calm down. Like, it's like your paranoid cousin who you're just like,
Right.
okay, put away the shotgun. Like, that's not.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We're gonna take 3 deep breaths.
Yeah, 3 deep breaths. And so you can actually do that. But one of the neat things here is a character who I love so much.
Yeah.
And it is the one I told you about before. She used to be a grandma before she got turned into a super mutant.
Yes.
And she maintains a lot of those old memories.
Oh.
And so she wears a little dress, and she has a little sun hat that she wears everywhere. And she's this huge hulking super mutant. And I think her name is Lily. And she is just the kindest old lady. When you find her, she offers you a cookie. And you can get her as a companion. Now she does unfortunately have multiple personality disorder, where when she got turned into a super mutant, there was another personality that was created when that happened that was the dumb super mutant.
Oh.
And that's Bert.
Bert.
She calls him Bert. And Bert's he gets real angry sometimes.
You know what it reads as?
Mm.
Reads as the really old senile couple. But all in one package.
Yeah. All in one package.
That's huge.
It's so good. I love her
That's
so much.
good.
She's one of
I
my
love
favorite
her.
characters. But yeah, so that's Jacobstown. Now kind of just a fun one that I want to go over is the Republic of Dave.
Go lay down on the couch.
Go lay down, big guy. Good
Good
job.
boy.
It's called the Republic of Dave.
Okay.
And it's a very small settlement founded under Dave.
What is
His name's Dave.
This is the clone, isn't it?
Nope.
No?
Nope. But, with the fall of society and everything, somebody had to take the reins. And like really lead humanity back to what it needs to be. Cue Dave. And he decided to make the Republic of Dave.
Are they all named. Why is
There's about 10 people. He is the supreme leader, Dave, the protector of all.
Okay.
The best part is he's just a good guy. Like, not a good guy, because he has like such delusions of grandeur. He's like, I'm basically the president of this place, and like my nation will be the best nation ever. But all these people are like, yeah, Dave's kind of fucking nuts, but like, you know, he's a decent
chill
guy for the most part. Like, we all are under the Republic of Dave. If anybody messes with us, we all kind of like help each other out, kind of thing.
You're emphasizing Dave so much. I thought all of them would be named Dave.
Nope. His son is basically the one who's going to take over for him if and hopefully, you know, when he dies. His wife is the first lady, and she's to be respected as such because she is the first wife of Dave. Of Dave. His son is to be treasured and protected because he is the next Dave.
He has a wife and a child?
Yeah.
This is interesting. It's just like 10 people.
Yep. It's like, welcome to the Republic of Dave.
You know what? I think I'd join the Republic of Dave.
I think I would join the Republic of Dave.
I think I could be convinced.
That's so funny. Yeah, like, there's nothing crazy going on. It's just a small settlement called the Republic of Dave.
I want to see that, but filmed in the style of, like, The Office or Parks and Rec.
That actually would be so good.
Right?
That would be so good. Like, yeah, like, we had to fight off a group of rad roaches that were coming at us today.
Dave just like, get them!
Yes, get them! For the Republic of Dave! With a golf
Cloak
club.
on.
Boom! Yeah, it's
like
cloak.
It's like a Fallout version of an episode of Letterkenny.
I heroically led the charge. Yeah, of course. But yeah, so that's the Republic of Dave. Just kind of a random little side note that I love a lot.
Incredible, and I love it.
Now let's talk about the Ultralux.
Oh.
Now this is located on the New Vegas Strip.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's gotta with a name like the Lux.
It is a hotel and casino.
Love it.
Run by the White Glove Society.
Ooh.
They all wear tuxedos and evening gowns. They have, like, basically ball gowns and stuff. They wear those old, like, masks that you see at the parties and stuff that have, like, little white masks. And they're all dapper as shit.
Yeah.
Like, they are very old aristocracy kind of people.
Yeah.
Who are, like, proper table manners, etiquette, and, like, we serve gourmet meals here. Like, you come in and they're just like, your clothes seem to be a little bit tattered, like, and a little bit poor. I don't know. There's a nice hotel down the street that caters to your kind. And you're like, what? Oh, you poppy little bitch!
Oh. I take it back. They don't sound hot and sexy.
Now, you find out that the White Glove Society is actually a group that's on the Strip in Vegas that's been there since the beginning. And their initial group was maybe not so nice.
Oh.
They were cannibals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
cool,
they were cannibals.
Cool.
And one of their members is trying to bring back that ideology because he wants to eat humans. But they still have the same, like, oh, poor people kind of thing. So he's like, the only difference between filet mignon and Salisbury steak is who and how it's prepared. And so basically he thinks that if they can get a human in there and cook it and prepare it right and feed it to everybody and no one knows the difference because they think it's like Brahmin steak, they'll all go back to their old cannibalistic ways. And he's right. They will. His name's Mortimer. Yeah, that's the Ultralux. You can also expose Mortimer for this and, kind of get into the White Glove Society as you do that by outing him, and they thank you, and you kind of become a member of the White Glove Society by reputation there. And they give you your own hotel suite.
That's cool.
Now there's another one we're gonna talk about called Gomorrah.
Oh.
Now these are run by the Gomorran cartel. Their biggest export is hems and sex slaves. Yeah.
Don't say it again.
Yeah.
Trigger warnings.
Trigger
in the
warnings
caption.
in the captions.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Den of Flesh is what they call it, and it is all about live stage performances, showgirls that are nude, all that kind of thing. If you're looking for a prostitute, you go to Gomorrah.
Oh God, that's awful.
Yeah. But they have like the big braziers of fire outside, and they've got like the dancing girl neon
And
lights
they're
on the
all
thing.
slaves?
Yep.
It was so close to being horny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah, Gomorrah's pretty awful. I like to kill those people myself, but that's me. That's my runs.
Not the
It's
prostitutes.
no. You
No.
can set them free.
Yes, that's yes, every time.
Yeah, there's actually options to like you can either buy a lot of their contracts and just be like, all right, you're free. Go check this place out. They'll treat you a lot better than these guys will, and they'll actually treat you like a worker, not a slave. So
Yeah.
go over there and do that. But yeah, that's Gamora. Then we have Point Lookout.
Point, look out, point, look out, look out.
Point Lookout is basically an island where it's just full of cannibalistic hillbillies.
Oh,
So many swamp folk over there. But it was like kind of a vacation resort retreat place for people for the longest time, and is home to two currently warring families. The Cabot, or not the Cabot, the oh, what's his name? Oh no, I forget it now. But basically it's like the Hatfields and McCoys.
okay,
right?
yeah.
They've been fighting forever. Now here's the funniest part. One of them got turned into a ghoul. And the other one's a robo-brain. So their little game that they have been playing, where they have been trying to kill each other for the past 200 years, is the funniest shit ever.
Because it's actually them.
Yeah, it's actually these people who have just had grudges again, and they're like, oh, the little cockroach. Every time I think I've got him, he scurries out of another hole. But don't worry, my hounds will sniff him out. And then you find like the robo brain. He's like, yes, that simpleton. And you're just like, oh gosh, really, really. But the robo brain has a whole group of people that he has kind of brainwashed into being his servitors and slaves. And they go around doing his bidding, and they enjoy eating something called the punga fruit.
Okay, what's a punga fruit?
A punga fruit is a fruit that was kind of grown in the wasteland to combat radiation.
Oh shit! Okay.
It absorbs and detoxifies radiation.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was that like something that they invented before the war, or was that something that like just kind of occurred
Sprouted up
naturally
'cause of
over
nature.
time? That's super
Nature
cool.
needed a way to heal,
That's so cool.
and it found a way to do it.
Oh, I love that so much.
The
That's
punga
so
fruit.
cool.
And so if you eat it, it can actually reduce your radiation because it's like going through your intestines and kind of pulling out all of the nasty stuff that's been etched into your skin at that point. But yeah,
That's cool as hell, boy.
that's Point Lookout. You find all kinds of fun new weapons in Point Lookout. The scenery is actually kind of pretty. There's all kinds of different like swamp lurks and stuff in the marsh. Yeah, it's a good swamp.
Love a good swamp.
It's like, you know, when you think of like southern plantations,
Yeah.
and you have like the big house, you know, and like those willow trees and stuff everywhere. That is Point Lookout.
It's very like Louisiana,
Very
New Orleans,
Louisiana, New Orleans.
old America, like yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Now let's talk about the Mothman Museum.
Mothman.
This exists in real life in a place called Point Lookout, or not Point Lookout, Point Pleasant.
Yes.
In real life,
I've always wanted to go.
You can go to the Mothman Museum, but it also exists in the Fallout universe.
I love that they put Mothman in Fallout.
Mhm.
That's fantastic.
And there is a statue of the Mothman in Point Pleasant. And if you go there in the Fallout 76 video game, it is covered in things called moth eggs. because Mothman has been to Point Pleasant.
Oh,
And you can find a cult that worships Mothman.
that's where I'm at.
They
That-
sacrifice people. That's where I'm at. They're not good people.
Have you seen those?
Have you seen those Mothman?
Mothman's all caked up.
All caked up on a Tuesday.
A little sacrifice here and there. Maybe it's
Oh,
worth
man.
it. Maybe it's worth it. Is all I'm saying.
Oh no. But going from there, let's talk about another fun one that I think you're gonna love.
Oh, tell me more.
Mothership Zeta.
Yes, this is the alien.
This is the alien spaceship,
right?
yeah. So you get to explore Mothership Zeta in Fallout 3
Okay.
as you get to kind of go through the mothership itself as you get abducted.
Yeah.
And you have to try and get back to Earth.
That's so fun.
So it's the classic UFO comes down, sucks you up into the UFO, and they're taking you to be probed.
And you have to like kind of heist your way out of the alien. Go get to the escape pod.
Exactly.
Type of thing.
But it's not that simple because there's all kinds of stuff you have to do just to get to the controls to get it back on Earth.
Uh-huh.
And in doing so, you meet all kinds of other people that they have kind of abducted over the years,
Yeah.
including an actual samurai from feudal Japan,
That's fun.
a cowboy from the Wild West,
I enjoy that.
a medic from Operation Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
And a wastelander just like you that was abducted about 25 to 30 years ago.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that lots. Oh, those poor other people coming back to.
And a
Or
little
with,
girl
like,
who was abducted before the war. She scurries around in the ventilation shafts, and she has been getting into trouble and causing the aliens trouble for years.
We love her.
Mm-hmm.
And are they like sustained at the same age? That's
So,
weird alien technology.
Cryogenic technology. They've been keeping these people in cryosleep for a long time, and you get to let them out.
Was the little girl in cryosleep too?
She was. And she even tells you that she's been looking all over the ship trying to find her sister.
Yeah.
Because, like, they were abducted together and she's been trying to find her. And so she's like, occasionally the machine doesn't work so good and I thaw out. And then when I do, I kind of, like, I get a little bit further every time. And so she's just been causing all kinds of mischief and mayhem.
She's the only one who's aged even a little bit.
And she's like, but eventually they always find me and they put me back into the weird little chamber and I fall asleep. But then I wake up again.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
She's amazing.
I get knocked down.
And I get up again.
That's all we can say.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll be canceled. We'll have to pay so much money. But yes, so she's been wandering around this ship, and because she's from pre-war, she has no idea what's going on. When you're like, oh yeah, like there was bombs that fell, she's like, huh?
What is
What are you talking about?
Oh.
And I think it ends with them dropping you off and taking the ship into the stars. Because she's just like, we're gonna go explore the universe like Captain Cosmos.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Do all the other people go with her too?
Yeah.
Do they do it as a sense of responsibility for a small child wanting to go into space, or do they do it just because they're like, I could get behind this captain?
I think they do it because it's like the guy from Anchorage is like, there's nothing left for me. Everybody that I ever knew or loved or cared about is dead.
Well, yeah, and why would you want to stay?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you going back?
It's a post-apocalyptic wasteland, or I could go explore crazy alien planets.
Yeah.
Sure, we're doing that one.
The reason you come back? Plot.
Yeah. Exactly. So they just piss off in an alien spaceship.
I feel like the way better end of the deal is getting to leave on the aliens.
With them, right?
That's a game I want to see. That's like the Fallout spin-off game.
Oh, that would be really fun. They never really do a whole lot with the Zetans. Like, they also tell us that the Zetans are obsessed with a thing called a toy called the Build Me Up Buttercup.
What is that?
It is a horse, like a mechanical horse, that was made, and it literally, like, it moves and stuff, and like you can ride it, and it was a Build Me Up Buttercup.
And what a weird thing to have an infatuation with.
And they're just obsessed with it. I think they don't understand what it is.
Like, why? What is the purpose of it?
And in one of the rooms, you find one, and it's surrounded by just corpses.
What?
And it's got glowing red eyes.
What?
And you're like, you don't know what they did to it, or what they've been experimenting on or doing,
or what it did to them,
or what it did to the So you're like, what? Like,
What?
it's such an interesting
if
question.
you go up to it, does anything happen?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh, to see those security tapes. I want to see those security tapes.
Many people do. Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody read a fanfic. Oh, somebody's had to have read a fanfic about that.
Oh, for sure, right?
Gotta read that.
Now let's talk about Black Mountain.
Okay.
This has its own radio station.
Oh, okay.
With best friend Tabitha.
Oh.
Which basically is a kind of like radio station with music and stuff, but it also has interviews with best friend Tabitha.
Okay.
And Rhonda. And Tabitha is a super mutant.
I was gonna say, are they super mutants?
And Rhonda is also a super mutant.
Are they the same super
They are the same super
Yep,
mutants.
there it is.
But unlike Lily, they suck.
Yeah.
They want to kill, like, everybody.
Oh, so they're like...
Yeah, they're like, unfortunately, Rhonda, all the humans that come up here just die because they are weak and puny. We tell them to stay away, but they keep coming up anyway.
Oh!
And it's like, good point, best friend Tabitha. Humans are weak and scrawny and should not mess in our affairs.
Oh, God.
And you get up there, and they have imprisoned a ghoul named Raoul.
Oh, okay.
And he is their mechanic. And he's a slave. Now you can
have a singular slave.
Well, like, there's other super mutants there too.
Fair.
But yeah. And so he, like, it's poor Raoul. He is awesome. Raoul's the best. And like, he literally was a ghoul. He got created during the war. And he was just a maintenance guy. He's like, I come, I fix the dishes. No big deal. Like, and then crazy lady, she come, take over the radio station. She's someone to fix the dishes. Well, Raoul, I fix the dishes. I love Raoul so much. He's incredible.
Just the really chill maintenance guy.
Exactly.
That you're like, I'd be friends with you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, if I don't do this, man, they kill me. So I fix the dishes. Like, he doesn't like being there, obviously, but he's like, man, it's whatever.
Him?
Yes, you can.
Yes, free
And he can
Raoul.
become a companion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
Raoul the Ghoul.
I feel like Raoul and I would get high as hell together.
Free Raoul. I fucking love Raoul. He's the best. But you can take over Black Mountain radio station if you want to and kind of like reinstitute other people in there. Then there's the Mansion of Mystery.
Ooh.
Now, this was made by the original film actress who played the Mistress of Mystery in the radio show Mistress of Mystery. She had her house constructed to look and be basically like the Mistress of Mystery's mansion.
That's fun.
Including the underground secret training facility with state-of-the-art training tech down there to keep her agile and on point.
Okay.
After the bombs fell, the Mistress of Mystery, or the girl who played the Mistress of Mystery, ended up taking in a bunch of people because her and her husband, her brilliant genius inventor husband, decided that they wanted to help people. And so she ended up taking in stray girls, like basically anybody who was without a family or anything like that, and she trained them to be the Mistresses of Mystery.
Yeah.
And she created a whole organization called the Mistresses of Mystery, and they wandered the wastes doing justice. And it's hilarious because you basically get to hear raider gangs be like, there's no way, man. Like, they keep hitting our caravans. Like, every time we think we found her, she just pops up somewhere else, man. One of her. It's just one of them, but I swear there's gotta be more.
Shit.
but they're always wearing that veil. They look exactly the same. Can't be in two places at once. Like these grown-ass men with guns, and they have them terrified.
That's hilarious.
One Mistress of Mystery takes out like 16 dudes. Unarmed. They strike at night. They are like ambushing these
They're
people.
the Black Widows of the Fallout universe.
Exactly. Yeah, they are. They
That's
have their the husband of the Mistress of Mystery is making these stealth technology suits.
Oh, he's like
so they can turn
nerd.
invisible.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's like their M or their Q.
Q.
He's like their Q, where he's just like gadgets.
God, I love
gadgets,
a good
gadgets.
lady spy.
Super good. Super good. Then we have the glowing sea.
Oh.
The glowing sea is in Fallout 4, and it is where the site of where multiple nuclear explosions happened.
Oh.
It is so infused with radiation that radiation storms blow out from the glowing sea all the time. Whenever there's like a big wind that kind of kicks up.
Yeah.
And the creatures that live in there are even more highly irradiated and awful than normal.
Okay.
So remember how I told you some death claws could turn invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Rad scorpions that are called death scorpions because they have a skull on their back on the carapace, and they're almost twice as big as a normal rad scorpion.
Have you ever mentioned I don't like scorpions?
Yeah, with more intense venom. Ghouls everywhere.
Oh God, that's
absolutely
just
everywhere.
Why would anybody go there?
Well, if you are one particular scientist, it was to get away from the Institute.
Go where nobody else
No
will
one
go.
will fucking follow me in here! He turned himself into a super mutant.
That's a smart move
And
before you go there.
And he ran away to the glowing sea.
Wow.
Kind of genius.
It's really genius. And if anything could survive there, it's super mutant form.
Yeah, because he's immune to radiation.
Immune to radiation is one of the biggest, baddest things there.
Yep, exactly. Now another one, just kind of a bit of whimsy. We have the molehill.
Tell me more.
It is a giant pile of trash and garbage and refuse that a bunch of giant mole rats decided to make tunnels in and make their home.
Okay. I love that. How big are giant mole rats again?
Giant mole rats are about the size of a dog.
Yeah.
Like a normal, like Buckley.
I like mole rats.
Be like 75 pounds. And these enormous front teeth, huge diggy claws. Diggy claws. There's the Lincoln Memorial.
Okay.
Which was found and enjoyed by a bunch of,
Buckley, go lay down, please. Go lay down.
By a bunch of slaves that managed to escape their handlers. And they found this dude known as the Emancipator.
Oh, shit.
Lincoln.
That's so good.
And they decided to turn it. The guy who found it was like, I knew the second I found this place that this was a sign that I needed to help free slaves. So he himself used to be a slave, and he lives by Lincoln's code and ideologies.
That's so good.
And he protects runaway slaves and finds them places to go and basically be without having to worry about being chased down by slavers.
That's so good.
It's really cool.
That's so good.
It's really cool. Yeah. But there's also Diamond City, which was made in Fenway Park. The baseball stadium.
What's the city like, I guess? Like,
it's made of the upper and lower tiers.
Oh, of the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so, like, the upper crust stays in, like, the stands.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, like, the main area where a bunch of vendors and stuff are. And that's also where, like, it's kind of the slums.
Oh my God.
But yeah, they use the walls of Fenway Stadium as their city.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Apocalypse, when there's ghouls and a bunch of, like, creatures and stuff running around, you gotta have something protecting you.
Yeah. Now, I have quite a few more, but I think that's where we're going to stop that for now, because we're going to create our own location for Fallout. Now, keep in mind, generally the best way to do this is to take a real life place and just kind of wastelandify it.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that because you warned me ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And because I figured there's probably, I think the hard part is trying to figure out something that I wouldn't think is already there.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, you didn't get to fully make it through your list, and I feel like Fallout goes horde. Like they really cover a lot of stuff when they do it.
They do.
And so one, and again, I feel like this might just be a thing that exists. A like summer camp, like a children's summer camp sort of thing, where there's camp counselors.
Oh wow!
And like directors and stuff of the summer camp, where it's like, okay, maybe it's like a ghoul society where
like
these
scouts,
right, exactly, where it's like they raise, or even just like after the fact where they're like, okay, we're gonna go to the forest, kids, come with me.
Yeah, teach you survival skills.
All right, now what do you do if a mole rat comes up on you? And it's like, we're gonna stab him with our knives.
We're gonna stab him with our knives. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. So that doesn't exist.
That was like, so like a summer camp for the wastes to like teach kids how to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And then
welcome to Camp Don't Die.
Camp Don't Die. That's a great one. And then my other idea was just like a functioning, if not slightly Falloutified version of a Chuck E. Cheese.
Ooh, that's fun.
Right, where it's like you have the like animatronic characters, but there's just a bunch of like arcade games basically.
I love
bowling alley. Like, and there's employees who run it who are like, yeah, this is our business. You can go bowl now.
That's so funny. It's funny because that was gonna be my idea.
Yeah.
It was gonna not a Chuck E. Cheese because I wanted it to specifically be just a bowling alley.
Just a bowling alley?
And it was gonna be a settlement called the Alley.
The Alley.
And it was gonna have. I think the guards were gonna be the alley cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And so I think it was literally gonna be just a functioning bowling alley that these people had found, and they were like, you know, we could set up here. Like this could be a spot for us.
It's fun as hell.
Like it's got a kitchen, like the bowling pins and everything still work. This is gonna be great.
Like they don't have the best quality liquor, but like they still got a little casino and bar back here.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's something we can make this work. And I think people I think you can still play. I think maybe even they use the bowling pins and the bowling balls as weapons.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Like
yes.
clubs and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That would be absolutely incredible. I would love that. Well, there's also the bowling ball launcher gun.
Yeah.
So it's like, we already know that exists.
Right?
Like, why not?
But instead of it being a cannon, it's one of those machines that like whir up the ball. Rotate the ball.
Incredible.
It's like a slingshot type of thing. It's that same sort of mechanism.
That would be wonderful, yeah. I think it would be called the Alley.
Uh-huh.
And that would
you have
be
like
dope.
maintenance robots who like switch out the pins when they go down.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like Mr. Handies or something in the back.
100%, yeah. 100%. I think it has like a shit ton of nacho cheese that they had in surplus that for some reason is still good.
Oh yeah.
Just due to all the preservatives.
Oh yeah.
So like they're constantly having like Rad Roach nachos and stuff. Like there's a menu and there's 20 different items on the menu, but they're all nachos. So it's like you get a Brahmin nachos, you get the Rad Roach nachos, you get just the regular nachos.
I feel like they have like insect legs in a hot dog roller.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Also,
for
I feel
sure.
like they'd have a popcorn machine for some reason.
Yeah. Because it would make sense if they're making their own like corn chips.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they probably grow corn as like their one vegetable, and it's probably like on the roof of the bowling alley. They have a bunch of like grow plots and stuff out there where they just grow corn.
Well,
they're making corn tortilla chips.
Oh yeah.
And those are the nachos that they're eating all the time with all the shit ton of cheese that's in the back.
So good.
I love that. I love deep fried Rad Roach. Oh yeah. Well, you can even do corn oil. to
Yeah.
fry stuff. So
Right.
like,
So I was thinking, it's like if I'm thinking about if somewhere has a popcorn machine, you got a
Yeah.
shit ton of popcorn kernels going on
Yeah.
somewhere.
exactly.
Make some popcorn.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're growing corn, you could make your own.
Yeah,
Like, there you
exactly.
go. Good enough. That would be fan. You know, I'd be part of the alley.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That just sounds like I would want to go somewhere where it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like protected, definitely a big one. But like I would want something fun.
Gotta have something to do. Yeah. I think your hierarchy in the alley is determined by your bowling score.
Mm-hmm.
So the person who runs it's the person with the highest bowling average. You have to challenge people for disputes in a game of bowling.
That's really good.
It's like, yeah. You owe me money. I don't owe you shit. Bowl you for it. That'd be fantastic. All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to end our episode here. If you like this and would like to support us, please do go and check out our Patreon. We have all kinds of fun things over on our Patreon. Like, you get access to these episodes a whole week early.
Wow!
Wow. So, you know, that good incentive there. You get to vote on upcoming episodes. And other various things that we're doing at the time. The voting always changes, so I don't want to ever like say it's definitely this or this or this. But yes, so we appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you again next time. And until then, goodbye, our merry travelers.
Bye.